Good evening. We are back with some more Vision C action, Week 2 action. We got a matchup here. More Argentinian v Argentinian violence here. Nazgul versus Pichaco, I believe is the pronunciation. I think both these teams lost in Week 1. I think Nazgul went down 2-1, and Pichaco, I believe, went down 2-0. So they meet up here in Week 2. A lot on the line. If the team that loses is going to have a real uphill battle to make the playoffs. Yeah, the odds would definitely be against them. The team that wins here will have much better chances to make the playoffs. So not quite an elimination game here, but something approaching that. All right, so let's look at our players, look at our civs, and look at our maps. We're on Gold Rush here for game number 1. And for the Nazgul, we've got Wiseman here in the red, playing as the Khmer, teamed up with, we'll call him like Emok again for short, in the purple, playing as the Vietnamese. So Vietnamese Khmer on the Nazgul side. And over here for Pichaco, we have Yambitos Hope. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, here in the teal as the Mayans, and teamed up with El Gordo Valor in the green as the Franks. Franks Mayans, Khmer Vietnamese, and we have sort of an asymmetric start. Archer v Cav on both sides. So we will see if the Archer player is able to get some early Archer spear pressure on the Cav player. We have not seen any non-standard openings yet in this tournament, at least not on the open maps that I can recall. We haven't seen any drushes, men-at-arms, tower rushes, nothing outside of your standard straight archer, straight cav. So I expect more of the same here, but I am more than happy to be pleasantly surprised. Okay. The elo here is pretty comparable between these two teams. Nazgul coming in with an average 1356, 1v1 elo. Pichaco, 1343, average 1v1 elo. So that's less than a one game margin of error. So yeah, I think this should be a very competitive set. Not a clear favorite in this one. All right, how are we looking so far on idle time? Yeah, pretty minimal here. About 10 seconds max. And it looks like so far everyone is content to push deer. Yambitos here is moving out with his scout. Chilling here, observing the wolves for now. And here comes Emok. Get some early scouting intel. Let's get his POV. Yeah, so he's noticed the house. Oh, of course he knows the TC because we've got Vietnamese on that side. I do like, that's a nice safe back gold. This is a really nice wood line, right? You just wall here, wall to the TC. Maybe even just wall to the TC here. And wall this off. It's a really nice map for El Gordo. And for Emok, yeah, he's got back gold as well. That's not too bad. Gold's pretty rough here for Wiseman, but he's the cap player. Less essential that he gets to gold early. And yeah, good gold here as well. So yeah, everyone's got pretty good gold placement apart from Wiseman here. All right, we do have some players on the way up. Wiseman has clicked 19 pop. We've got 19 pop as well from El Gordo Valar, and 20 pop from Yambitos here. Eric's coming down. Yeah, Emok still hasn't clicked up. All right, Loom's coming in, so he's going to go up actually 22 pop. So going old school here. 22 pop archers. And your standard build. Not that long ago. A little bit of idle time there for him. With the bills under the TC. And him and the stragglers there. We'll see if he adds a second lumber camp. I would expect with that quantity of villagers that he will go for a second lumber camp. All right, Wiseman's the first up. And, whoa, double stable right off the rip. Yeah, I do not know. Ooh.
Shot it.
This Scout almost runs on the TC. Yeah, don't know if he's going to have the food eco to afford this right off the bat. But clearly wants to go very aggressive here in Feudal. We'll eventually be able to get to a spot where he can keep production out of both stables. Mr. Gordo here, gonna pest, hoping to get a Vil. I don't think he's gonna get it though. Nice blocking. Ooh, he does. Very nicely done there by Green. Sniping a Vil. Yeah, Emok. A little bit of a messy eco right now. Lots of Vils on stragglers. Let's count here for all of our players. Yeah, definitely has enough to drop 2 ranges immediately. Let's see if that second one goes down here. Alright, Wiseman cleaning up Yambitos' scout. Yeah, Gordo loses his starting scout, but the secondary scout is already there. Third scout on the way. Trying to bring him into the TC, and El Gordo is paying attention. Spear out in defense, but only 1 range right now. So is he going range quick blacksmith? I'm surprised with that slower uptime. I thought maybe we'd see some early walling. That was the play, but we don't have any walling so far. Only 1 range and no blacksmith at the moment. So Emok may be planning on taking a more eco-heavy approach, but worry is that he may fall behind an archer count. Well, I take that back. Yambitos also only going for 1 range at the moment. We're going to have light archer production. Not so light scav production, at least from red. Another Vil going down here. The pressure's been really good for El Gordo. 1 Vil lead right now for Pichaco. See, these scouts can get some more damage. Yeah, going to the second lumber camp now. Not quite a bit of wood. So, yeah, kind of surprised hasn't added... Oh, no. Gonna lose another villager here. Maybe even 2. Yeah, this is really, really nice pressure here from Green. Things are already looking quite bad for the Nazgul. That Vil should survive. A little bit of pressure here from Red. Gonna take a Vil from El Gordo, so a little bit of revenge. But a problem right now for Emok is he is off wood entirely. He's gonna try to get a lumber camp up here. Probably needs to add another spear into the mix to deal with these scouts.
Shot it.
Spears coming all the way from Yambitos over here. 3 archers going forward. No fletching on these, though, so Wiseman should be able to deal with them, especially since there's no spear accompanying them. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Gordo finding the wood line once again, and here's unfortunate for him. He has a spear, but he pops on the wrong side of the barracks. 2 more Vils going down. It's going to be even more. This is an absolute disaster right now for Emok. The Nazgul getting the tar beat out of him a little bit here. Already down 6 villagers. And make that 7, make that 8. Spear arrives, but much too late. Red has gotten some damage here, but not nearly enough to make up for the damage Purple suffered. Nice engagement there, though, by Emok. Takes a lot of HP off those scouts. And let's check in on these archers. Still no fletching, so these are not going to be an issue. 4 scouts on the field right now for Red. 6 scouts on the field for Green. Has stopped production. Yeah, actually going for wheelbarrow here. So I think Green's going to prioritize getting up to Castle Age. Does need to finish getting walled here. A couple spears back here. Those could be useful. Actually, looks like they're going for team walls. Yeah, Teal's looking to finish the wall up here, and I think they're going to try to connect these walls in the middle. All right, Green also looking to get some damage on Red with these archers. Still no fletching on those archers, so they're basically mosquitoes at this point. But scout numbers in favor of Green. Maybe will be enough left over to take out a Vil, but probably not. Red, I think, will be content with that trade. Red down to 3 scouts. Another 4 in the queue, though, so he's going to continue production here. And no one is particularly close to clicking up to Castle Age at this point. Emok is just trying to get his eco out of the gutter here. Only 24 villagers for him right now, up against 36, 34, and 30. Yeah, actually, Red with a 7-vill lead right now over El Gordo. How much of that was kills and how much of that was idle time? Quite a bit of idle time, yeah. Minute for El Gordo. Minute 43 for Teal. 2 minutes for Emok on top of the kills. Yeah, Emok has... I think that later uptime probably hurt him. Not able to get archers on the field early. But look at this! Vill count. Identical! After all that damage Purple took. And the team still has even villager count. Take a look at our res again. Yeah, green about to click, teal about to click, so they should be up to Castle Age first. Here comes another army. This one has fletching, but no spear in the mix. And red has armor, red has the attack upgrade. Not quite enough scouts to clear here, especially not with green in the mix. And this could be a problem for red. Yeah, he's going to have some gold issues here, and doesn't have the gold to click. This is a really nice counterattack. Third stable coming down here for red. So Wiseman definitely wants to keep committing to those scouts. 7 queued up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if he can get some gold, he should be in a position to click up here. I mean, sitting on 22 farms. Maybe get the clean here. No bloodlines yet. That's, again, coming down to the gold issues. And now look at this. Purple going to prevent green from finishing these walls. Very nice counterattack here for Emok. Scouts for Wiseman over there as well. Yeah, 20 military to 9. But this is a problem. Pichaco has clicked to Castle Age. And I think Wiseman and Emok are going to need to get some significant damage in here in late feudal before those knights and Expo are on the field. Which they just might get. This is good archer numbers, and I have no idea how green's going to deal with this. He's going to need a defensive tower somewhere. Yeah, maybe you drop it here, try to take wood there. Use that to protect your farms, protect your gold, but it's too late now. Can't get the tower there. Scouts are in. They don't realize it, though. Yeah, this is, this could be a real problem here for El Gordo. So far, hasn't lost too many villagers, though, right? Only the walling one. And green, just about up, is going to be able to produce knights out of just one stable at the moment, correct? Ooh, scouts coming in as well. This is nice pressure from the Nazgul. Emok has clicked up. Nice micro there from Teal. Ooh, red has bloodlines, but taking this fight on his own. Yeah, I don't know why purple's retreating there. Could be in this fight. So far, this pressure hasn't really resulted in much economic damage. Second stable come down here for El Gordo. Scouts continuing to be produced here for Wiseman. Has 19 scouts on the field. They have bloodlines as well. Yeah, they just need to pressure this gold. If you get green off gold, he's not going to be able to produce knights. But they are really respecting Teal's 6 expo here. Probably respecting it a little too much. Yeah, that was the attempted second stable. But yeah, look at this. They're falling out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's worth keeping the pressure. That's only 5 archers, so if you lose them, it's not the end of the world. And scouts sort of have diminishing returns as the game goes on. I think pressuring that area. I'm not sure. I mean, it's probably too late now. There's five knights on the field, so you obviously can't do it at this point. But I do think the Nazgul missed an opportunity to pressure that gold. And look at this. Brutal counterattack here from Teal. Pichaco with that tech advantage, really making the most out of it. Red, still not to Castle Age, about 2/3 of the way up. Thank goodness for the Khmer houses for him, though. Able to keep those villas alive. But he's going to have some trouble back here on this wood line. Basically not walled at all at this point. And look at that. No access to wood anymore. Over here, Emok hoping to get some counter damage, but doesn't have that many expos on the field. Those are knights. And nice clean here by Wiseman, though. Has enough scouts on the field. Should be able to clean up all the expo. Knights are a lot stronger than basic scouts, but there's a lot of scouts on the field, and they've got the expo in the mix. Should be able to get it clean here. Emok thinking about a siege workshop. He's pressing against the Cav player, so he's going to need a real big ball of expo to be able to effectively keep the Mangonels alive, or Rams, whichever he goes for. Yeah, Wiseman getting another nice clean over here on Teal's archers, and currently military counts, Vil counts looking pretty comparable. Difference though, second TC already coming down for both of the Pichaco players. Yeah, and we'll keep an eye on when the Franks player attempts to make a move for the middle. Yeah, notice is getting this second TC on stone. I'll start producing those cheaper Frank castles. But it's actually going to drop that second defensive siege workshop before adding the second town center. It's a good crossbow mass. And yeah, the very first knights now being produced by Wiseman. Does have +2 armor on those. There's going to need a decent little mass if you can be able to deal with these. Yeah, it's too late for it now, obviously, and doesn't have the wood for it. Probably because his wood line was idle for so long. But this might be a good spot for a TC. Get one out in front of that gold to protect it. But there's going to be some more casualties here for red. Let's see if he notices. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, I think he's occupied over here. There's green knights inside of purple's base. The mango pressure continues here. But, yeah, Emok's going to have to get a lot of value out of that Mangonel push to make up for the Vil disparity right now. 17 Vils, and I don't think red has noticed this pressure yet. No, is sending the knight here, but hasn't reacted with the Vils at all. 3 Vils down here on the woodline already. 4. Yeah, that knight's going to get shredded. This is really, really bad right now for the Nazgul. They're down 20 villagers all of a sudden. Green has a Mangonel. I missed to see if purple lost a Mangonel here. Purple just doesn't really have the numbers to pressure Emok here at all. Yeah, this is starting to get out of hand. 25 villager lead now for Pichaco. Basically even military count, and Teal's going to attempt to make a run at the middle. I think Wiseman probably needs to mass these units a little bit more before trying to take the engagement. Probably needs 7 or 8 knights before jumping on this. Yambitos is happy to micro these all day long. Alright, Wiseman is going to jump in here. Should be able to clean the Scorp. Should be able to clean the Mangonel. But this continues to be a problem. It's, purple just having a lot of trouble massing Expo. He's got a bunch garrisoned in here. I don't think maybe he's not aware of that. Yeah, 8 Expo garrisoned in there. Wiseman finally cleaning up that army there. And Yambitos perhaps thinking about a pikeman switch. The Cav player, the Archer player is pretty preoccupied. They know they did early damage. Yambitos might be thinking that the only real danger at this point is Red's Cav. So it's going to produce Pike to try to deal with that. Alright, Emok adding a second TC. They're just so far behind economically right now, the Nazgul are. 40 Vils down. And yeah, this army will be cleared. Most likely those villagers as well. Yeah, this is a good size army. I don't know how Wiseman's going to be able to deal with this. Yambitos has the stone for a castle. Yep, he's going to build it defensively here. See if Wiseman notices. Wiseman's sending all of his reinforcements over here to help deal with this. Purple notices the archers are in there, pops those. Yambitos with just a free boom right now. 74 villagers. it's this pressure is just not what really worked out for the Nazgul. Yeah, this could be a pretty brutal counterattack here against Wiseman, adding a 4th stable, still on 1 TC. So they've been trying to commit to a military approach, but have never really gotten a significant military advantage over Pichaco. Defensive castle here for green. So that will end the pressure for good. Red looking for a way in. This is probably the best spot to go here. Oof, and this is unfortunate for Wiseman. His rally point, the reinforcements are wandering right onto that castle. Does seem to have noticed, though. But continuing with the light cav production, I wonder why he's gone away from knights. Oh, man, look at this. Gambitos in his base once again. Yeah, GG's called. I mean, double the vills at this point. Very, very well played by Team Pichaco. And they take game number 1. Take a look at the statistics here. Yeah, what to say about that game? I mean, it seemed to be one where Nazgul were just in a hole right from the start. Emok took so much damage at his base initially. Now, they did bring that Vil number roughly equal, but then at that point, I think the second problem, apart from that early pressure on purple, the second problem was how much quicker teal and green were up to castle age. And those little runs of like 6 to 10 expo that teal kept sending through red's base really crippled red and just didn't have any good way to deal with that. And yeah, those two things seem like the most important factors that game. The early pressure on purple and then the early castle pressure on red. All right, let's go to game number 2, which is Sakatra, I believe. All right, here we go. This will be fun. Haven't had the opportunity to cast a Sakatra match yet in this particular tournament, and very much looking forward to doing so. All right, we've got Pichaco, and they're running out a different player this time, still in the teal color. So we've got El Gordo Villar once again in the Cav role, playing with Lithuanians. Well, it may be the Cav role. We'll see. Sakatra gets weird. And teal playing as the Goths. So Lidraj. I'll go with Lid for short. All right, looks like teal's coming here to lame an elephant. First hit for Wiseman. They both have 42 HP. So even trade. Let's see what teal's able to do here. Of course, that quick loom with the Goths, yeah, looking to lame the elephant. Red's going to try to jump on it, but a scout can't take a villager one-on-one, let alone with a scout in the mix. Nicely done there by Wiseman, bringing in the elephant. Purple bringing his elephant as well. Yeah, looks like this is the only area where the lane is taking place at the moment. A nice reaction by Wiseman. And teal is going to start by trying to lame stone. All right, let's look at the civs on the other side. We've got Romans here for Wiseman. We'll notice the attempted lame. Actually, Lidrad deletes it, and it's going to go for the zebra, which I do think is probably more valuable at this point. It can be difficult to get up on Sakatra, just in terms of the food income. Idleville there. Fortunate for purple. Oh, she's back to work. Yeah. Could be a bit pressed for food on this map. So laming the zebra like this, I think can be really valuable. Let's see if he also goes to try to lame in the berries. Okay. We were talking about civs. Wiseman playing as the Romans. How will Romans play on Sakatra? Totally sure. And then over here, purple with the Persians. Interesting. Can I get a douche? That would be amazing. Please, please, Emok. Please give us the Persian douche. Yeah, we will see. Emok is over here scouting, has lost some HP on his scout. Maybe the TC fire. Looks like green's totally healthy. Ooh, nicely done here by red. Trapping the Vil, and it's going to get the kill. Oh, and the scout. So Wiseman will be very happy with that result. Yeah, Teal not able to complete the lame on the berries. Yeah, those berries are in a really tough spot to lame, being completely on the opposite side of Red's TC. But laming these is significant. Yeah, you can see the food already ticking down there. A lot of rot. I think Wiseman's going to want to get there as soon as possible to try to harvest as much meat as he can. In fact, I think probably that first mill should have been over here to try to take advantage of that food. Because the berries, they're well preserved. They're not rotting. The zebra, they are. All right, still has an elephant here. Hasn't taken that elephant, Teal. What is Teal looking to do here? Does not have a lumber camp at all at this point. Has gone for 2 mills. There it is. Let's go. Oh, beautiful house there by El Gordo. Look at that. Yeah, but this TC's going down. Yeah, nothing green can do to stop this at this point. Green is up, though. So that will not be an issue for him. Up at 17 pop when the scout was still kicking it. There he is. Slowly sinking into the mud. And what's green going to go for here? We've got Lithuania, so presumably was looking to go into scouts, but going heavy to gold already. So maybe thinking of switching over to archers here? And not even going to try to garrison that TC and fight this. And how will Pichaco deal with this? 20 pop on the way here for Wiseman. Not on gold. And yeah, actually had no problem getting up even without the hunt. Or is taking some of it long range. But not on gold, so it looks like Wiseman's going to open scouts here. We'll see what green goes for. And Teal still not able to click up. Teal currently sitting at, what, 360 food? It should be able to click up in maybe another Vil or so. This TC is going down quick. Look at the HP. Tick-tock, green's on the clock. Yeah, so red with that much faster uptime. Whereas green is going to be a sitting duck. Yeah, is going for a range. Wasn't able to afford a mining camp on gold. Yeah, the TC's already down. Where are these Vils going? Ooh, that was close. Yeah, so what do you do here if you're El Gordo? Are you going to try to produce military and just not try to crank Vils out? Or you try to take enough wood where you can add an additional town center at this point? Yeah, and I love what Emok's doing here. Immediately going to try to lame resources. Really, really like that play. Okay, we've got 2 militia coming forward for Wiseman. Yeah, and pushes Emok off the berries. Actually, Emok trying to get the barracks. Very nicely done. Nice quick walls. I should be able to get the barracks down. But 0 food income at the moment here for Teal. And I'd be curious to see what the follow-up is for red. Going to gold, so I'm guessing archers. Let's check in over here with our friends, green and purple. Green is going to add an additional town center. It's a tough one, though. It's not taking any resources apart from wood. Might have been better to just drop it here. Get access to gold, stone. Actually, 2 gold. I think this would have been a really good spot for the TC. Alright. Look at this, though. Emok. 600 wood. So, if you're Emok here, you just think about deleting this and trying to douche again. There are 2 archers on the field, but they don't have fletching. So with this many villas, you can probably get that TC up no problem, even with those archers. Very curious if that's what Emok's going to go for. Only one lumber camp back at home. Militia continued to be a pest, still at full HP. Let's see if Teal attempts to fight these with vills. Is the right move. One vill on stone here, so what is the play? It's gonna be men-at-arms. Ooh, men-at-arms in as well for red. We got some Roman v Goth infantry action here. Teal might lose this vill. Should get away okay. Men-at-arms 20 seconds out for Teal at the moment. Doing a nice job of trapping these men-at-arms. Going to take the fight before men-at-arms is in, actually. But red is just moving away, so a lot of free hits there for Teal. Teal will not have any problem. Alright. Green's archers. Got 3 of them. Going for the counterattack. If he can get fletching, might be able to clean all of those villagers there. What's the play here for Emok? Yeah, he's just trying to get an eco going. Just trying to get up to the feudal age. Yeah, I sort of think a second douche might have actually been the way to go there. Alright, purple. Very nicely done here. Uses the scout, identifies those archers coming, and is going to get these vills out of dodge. But the archers actually go right to where those villagers are. No fletching, though, so he could vill fight. And he's got the scout there. Should be able to clean these archers. Alright, Teal's men-at-arms. Are those heading for purple or are they heading for red? Feudal Age on the way here for purple. I'm very curious to see who gets up to Castle Age first here. Is it going to be Teal or is it going to be red? I mean, red's got a much better food eco. 15 farms. It hasn't been producing anything, so... Red... Okay, never mind. I take back the not producing anything. Has... and is continuing to produce men-at-arms. Ooh. Nicely done here for green. No fletching, but does manage to take scout, villager. I think should get at least one more here. Nicely done. It's going to get this one as well. Very, very nice damage there. Pichaco now up 6 villagers. Look at this. Infantry, love to see it. Yeah, but between the men-at-arms numbers and the archer numbers with fletching now, Wiseman's men-at-arms are going to be basically useless. So if you're a Wiseman here, now you got to really think about dropping a defensive tower here to protect your gold and your wood. Because these archers are coming, you have absolutely nothing to deal with them right now. Might want to work on continuing to wall this as well. But I think a defensive tower right there at this point, probably a necessity. Red actually taking a better fight than I expected he would. Cleans almost all of Teal's men-at-arms. But here we go. We got 5 fletching archers and 2 men-at-arms. I like this tower by Teal. That's nice. You got 2 gold you can cut off there, and you're cutting off that stone. And this other stone is pretty far out for Wiseman to get access to. Look at this, though. Purple. You can build the FC here just about. He's got kind of nowhere to go right now, but he's got the res. Yeah, I really like that tower. Here, though, if you're green, I'd love to see green come around here and get some damage on the eco. You know that all red has right now is infantry. Those archers should be able to get really good damage. Third men-at-arms there for red. It's something I don't know if I'd keep producing given that the archers are on the field. Might be better just to prioritize trying to get to Castle Age, or as he's doing here, put that food into skirms. One skirm is out with fletching. Green doing a nice job of idling purple here, but purple's still getting access to stone and gold back here. And look at this. Purple's got the res. Just doesn't have the 2 buildings because he's in the middle of the map, so there's only access to wood at these little tiny wood lines. Right, can't buy it because he doesn't have a market. Market's part of the problem. That's what he needs to get up. Ooh, nice clean there by Red, jumping on those archers. This game's nuts. Pichaco still has a villager lead, but only a 6 villager lead. Men-at-Arms should be able to clean this tower. Although they're engaging the tower not with this Men-at-Arms. That Teal Men-at-Arms getting a lot of free hits in. Alright, there we go. Red does engage the Men-at-Arms. Nice repairs there by Teal. Yeah, if you're purple here... Oh, no, you don't have the stone to get the tower. It does have the market now. I think, yeah, buy some wood here. Get your blacksmith down. Get up. And then you do have stone in pretty close proximity to the TC. Look at this. More green archers coming in here. Should be, yeah, able to push purple off this wood line. Purple's eco is heavily idled. Let's see if he can click. Emok can get to Castle Age. I think Nazgul might be in a better spot. And this pressure here has sort of died out for Pichaco, but these archers, I think these archers right now are kind of carrying this game. Still would love to see those archers come in and try to punish Red's eco. Wiseman has cleaned it, but a lot of food has been poured into Men-at-Arms. Although, it's getting pretty close to clicking up. Purple is up. Wiseman should be up here pretty soon. Yeah, I like Nazgul's position. Things are a mess here for Emok, but 0 on food right now. 0 on food, 1 on wood, 0 on stone, 15 on gold. And this is brutal right now. I mean, does lose a lot of archers here for free, though. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I'm not sure where Green's attention is right now. But that just gave some serious breathing room for Purple. Yeah, Purple will be able to go back onto this stone and gold. Good ball of army there for Red. Teal has clicked up as well. Yeah, I do not know who's in a better position here. This is really hard to call. I mean, Purple's up to Castle Age, but can't do anything with it because it doesn't have access to stone. Has 0 breathing room. But Red is coming here to try to give him that breathing room. Green is a little bit of unit control lost there. Has lost a lot of archers for free under this TC. And Green buys his way up. So everyone will be in Castle Age here pretty soon. Bill lead definitely favoring Pichaco. Purple has had a very, very rough time with the eco. A lot more army there for Red. Has so much infantry. Let's see. I assume he's going to go for the Castle Age militia line upgrades. But yeah, I would love to see him bring that army over here. See if he could take a good fight. Crossbow's still a long way off here for Green. So this army, with the Castle Age upgrades, could be quite dangerous. There it is. Let's go. Ooh, and Elite Skirm. Wiseman, good thing he's got all those farms because the spending food like crazy here. Adding in a siege workshop, really like that as well. Let's see if he goes for mangonels to open or scorpions. And another sort of disaster TC dive there for Green, losing a couple archers and a ton of HP off the rest of these. And this purple knight is actually going to clean the rest of them with 0 armor. Yeah, things were looking quite good for Pichaco, but all of a sudden I kind of like the Nazgul's position here. Alright, Teal should have enough to deal with this. Teal will be just fine there. He'll be more than happy to take that fight. Scorpions to open. Yeah, makes sense up against infantry. Oh, this... Okay, so we have a tech switch here from green. Actually goes for cavalry armor. He's going to get a knight onto the field. The response from purple will be monks, but purple might not be able to get that monastery up. Really good pressure here on purple again. These red long swordsmen are pretty well trapped here in Teal's base. Really nice house walls coming down there from Teal. And Teal should win this fight. Has more HP. More armor for red, though. Oh, and red actually dominates the fight. Wow. And here comes more. This is nice pressure. I like the tower there from Teal. That's probably a necessity. Knight's continuing to just punish purple here. Purple at 30 vills. I mean, red is going to have to carry this one if the Nazgul are going to have a chance here. I think purple is just in such a bad spot. Green coming out for an additional town center. I like that location. But this pressure is starting to really build here. What's this tower shooting at? It's shooting at the skirm? It's shooting at the skirm, doing 1 damage instead of shooting at the scorpions. This tower's going to go down. Infantry pressure, man. Let's go. Alright, there's enough long swordsmen to take down the town center. That's what I want to know. I think he adds a mangonel in the mix. Yeah. I don't know about attacking the mill there. Why not take all the long swordsmen here? Kill that town center. Alright, let's check back in on purple. Ooh, gets a nice conversion there. If he's converted back by green. Uh-oh. Green wisely avoiding the TC with the that monk. Purple's monk goes down. Yeah, Teal is in big trouble here. Purple and Teal are both dying pretty hard here, and the question is who's going to be in a better spot, green or red? I mean, red definitely has a much cleaner eco back here. Wow, look at that. 25 long swordsmen on the field here for red. Meanwhile, for green, we're looking at 1 knight, 1 archer, 2 spears. Purple is holding out here with the monks. Green, I really like this TC, getting a little bit of breathing room for the economy there. Teal is going to be in big trouble. His economy is basically trapped back here. See if these villas can find a way out. But they're heading right towards scorpions, this other infantry. Nope, actually, this is, I think, going to be heading over toward green. The Nazgul are down 10 vills, but look at this military difference, 7 to 40. And with these kind of numbers, I think the Nazgul are going to take this. 42 military to 6. Yeah, those 10 villagers are just so Oh, look at the town center. That's amazing. Alright, Teal wisely trying to bail here. Gonna run over to there. The long swordsmen are in on green's eco. Green only has 1 monk still in the field. And this is looking really bad now for green. Watch this vill count plummet. Yeah, Wiseman is going to PC drop, get some sweet revenge for the, or pardon me, it was his team that was doing the douche, so yeah, a double douche this game, if you will. This is a really nice pressure. Look at this Nazgul finally taking a villager lead. Massive military lead, and the GG is called. GG, well played indeed. What a fun one. That was a great game. Yeah, really really fun strategy there by the Nazgul, who even the series up. That douche definitely did a lot of damage to green. And yeah, over on this end, I mean, teal and red were pretty even, I suppose, throughout feudal age there. But red definitely had a better eco cooking, and I think that's what allowed him to really steamroll in early castle age there. All right. Well, I will cast the last game in a little bit. But I need to go take care of a few things first. But we'll see you guys soon.